What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Before the Boom. Fragga was going to do some Fragtober stuff earlier today. He had some internet issues, so we get a chance to hang out and do some drawing beforehand. With me kicking this off is my buddy and homie, Dan Plegel. What's going on, brother? How you?
I'm good. Good. I don't know how much of by the time it comes to Fragtober, like I'm gonna participate, but I'm not challenging just because I don't know if I have the energy in me today. But we'll see. Right now, we're doing a little warm up session.
Yeah.
So it's
doing a warm up session.
It's kind of a cheat, a little bit. Like you're supposed to like just dive in all at the same time. So we're cheating a little bit in the warm up. But there is the situation of like we have to kneecap a little bit just to try and come to that level that we need to be at.
Right. So. Yeah, we gotta get every advantage that we can.
Yeah, except for I guess Matt Bahr. Matt Bahr doesn't need to.
Well, Matt Bahr is Matt Bahr.
I know. He's
hardcore.
He's already ready to go. He doesn't need He doesn't need any advantages like myself.
Right.
I need some advantages.
I'll take all the advantages I can get.
I did pretty good that one Fragtober in June, way back when.
I've had some fantastic pieces come out of Fragtober. Pieces that I've been really happy with. But I've had to finish them later.
Yeah.
I haven't. Most of the time, I did not finish them within the time period. So, but it is what it is. Pedro says, "Am I first, Grandma?" Yes, you are first. Although I don't know whose grandma you're talking to. Eric the Guapo says, "Hell 9," but he meant hello. What's going on? Welcome, Mad Ruth. How you doing, man? Welcome. And we got a replicant in the house. What's going on, replicant? He says, "What up, DMH and Dan? Good to see you." Pale Rider says, "Challenge, you wuss," laughing face. And
negative.
Skull. Pale Rider, skull.
It's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna hang out. I rarely get to hang out with Dan. So I mean that was like the whole reason when I hopped in there, is because I used to see him a lot, and I don't see him as much anymore. And
well, that's because you all the way over on the West Coast, man.
I know.
Come over here where we can hang out. Like, seriously, you move close to Dan, that means I can go up and see Feline. And then I can go down and I can come hang out with Matt Bahr. I can hang out with Fragga. I can hang out with Irene. And if you're there, I can hang out with you.
It's true. I don't
I'm
think
just saying.
Leah's not, like, so down with it. So.
Well, that's...
She wants to be near the family to have family support for the baby.
I completely understand that. That is 100% understandable. How is the baby?
He's a little better. He was sick the other day.
Yeah, that's what you said.
He'd gotten I guess right now there's with infants and stuff right now. There's like cases of respiratory infections going around.
Oh hell! No, so, that's terrible.
Yeah. So it's not bad on our part. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, stuff goes around.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the nature of things, but helps build the immune system.
Yeah.
Get them antibodies. Hey, Fanta, what's up? Welcome.
Where is Matt Bahr? I thought he was hopping in here with us.
He might be having to do some dad stuff before he jumps on. Pell Rider says, "I'd challenge and draw with my foot, just for laughs."
This was such a better plan.
Eric the Guapo says, "It's a setup, Dan."
What's setup?
Moving over here to this side of the country, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
He says, "Babies and their respiratorials getting infected."
Yep. Oh man, I'm so glad I redrew this panel.
Yeah, what you showed me, I think, is going to work out a lot better for you, and keep it visually interesting.
Yeah, the other one was just like just more of the same, of just people talking.
Yeah. Well, you know, and I always love those panels where it makes you look into the background, and you know, you catch this one blatant detail, and it kind of leads your eye into the background, and you're like, oh, you know, and you start noticing details that you didn't notice before. I mean, that's fun shit, man. That makes it fun for the reader.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I mean, you know. I mean, well, it looked more fun visually for me when you showed it to me. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Definitely more visually stimulating.
Topic. Let's logo. This isn't topic.
Kind of cheating too, because I'm not having to do as much detail on the characters.
Right.
Because they're really small.
We'll go with that background. All the different metal singers set up like a Mortal Kombat thing. Be one hell of a fucking fighting game. So let's see. Flip my camera. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm working on now.
Do it. Unleash the beast.
Unleash the Kraken! You know, I love my composition for this Sarnunos card, but as I got into it, I realized, oh shit, that's right, I gotta draw a bunch of different figures in a small space. So, but never let that deter you from going after that.
Done.
That badass composition. Right, Plegel?
Yes. Do you want to see the panel now?
Yeah. But of course.
I'm going to move my camera so that I have a good camera.
Oh, do you have the OBS running? There you go.
I have the double camera now.
Nice.
This is the shot now. Down here at the bottom.
Yeah, let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, dude, that's a lot more visually interesting than more of the same. Yeah. I mean, moving the camera in and out, does a lot, But when you do stuff like that, it adds.
There's just so much.
More. I mean, look at the added a lot of depth too.
Yeah, there's just so much talking on horses, man. Like.
Mm-hmm. How did you crop your camera like that? Because see, mine maintains the same shape no matter what I do.
Oh, well, you could. Well, I cropped it and I also moved it over. So to crop it, hopefully this doesn't bore people. Let's see. Let me find out which camera's which. Okay, so to crop it, I right-clicked on the video capture device.
Yeah.
Went to transform. Edit transform. Are you edit transform?
Yeah.
And then down at the bottom, it says crop left or crop right. And I just adjusted the amount that I wanted it to crop.
Oh, I see.
I had it cropped right by like 300%.
Nice. All right. Awesome.
There you go.
What's up, Ink?
What's up?
And I just slid it over.
Hey, Feline. Good to see you, beautiful. Thanks for stopping by. I know you're out at the tailgating game, so internet is spotty, but I appreciate you swinging by, beautiful. Skull.
Inkspots over here.
Good to see you, Ink.
I just woke up.
Yeah, well, welcome, man, to Before the Boom.
Before the
What's going on, Paul Azevedo? Welcome, sir. And we got a Shadowhawk Talks. What's going on? Let's see. So 300. Plegel, it's working.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. That's just one way, and then obviously, like, just to shove it off to the side a little bit, you know. So it's Ooh, look who it is.
Welcome, Matt Bahr. It's good to see you, brother.
A wild Matt Bahr.
Wild Matt Bahr appears. Let's see. Now, crop the right side. Crappity. So you're gonna join the Fragtober this afternoon, Ink?
I haven't caught it yet, but yeah, probably will because I'm gonna be working all day on some pages. So yeah, probably. I'll play it in the background.
Inkspots isn't real, man.
Oh, you're gonna be working? Okay. Not gonna. I mean, he's gonna be dropping the link, I think, in SOPs. So.
Oh, is that how the challengers are doing it this year?
I can challenge you, Inkspots.
Oh my god.
You win. I give up.
It's too early to care. Leave me alone.
I don't want to lose. Well, I don't know if I go. Well, no, I'm too rusty. Like if I go digital painting wise, I might have a chance just because people. Because when people vote, they mistake rendering for talent. So.
Oh shit! Inkspot's dropping truth bombs up in here. Quiet.
I could fake my way to a win, maybe.
Yeah, see,
He'll be like, "There's color on that one. Look at it."
Yeah, I ain't got a snowball's chance in hell, so I'll just be hanging out.
What if that snowball is made of stone?
Of stone?
Yeah. Stone snowball.
Stone snowball.
Don't.
That sounds like an '80s like stoner metal band, you know. Stone snowball.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Right?
It's the lead singer of Stone Snowball, bro.
Don't you know who that is, man? Like, for real.
Imagine him breaking off and like doing his own solo stuff.
Stoney sings the blues, man.
That guy spit his own spunk in another guy's butthole live on stage in '84.
And then did a 5-hour solo.
Brutal. Shadowhawk says, Stone? Great idea. Yes. Smoke weed every day. Wait, do I have something for this? Hang on. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Smoke some, bitch! Man, that shit smell good as hell, dog.
Okay, I didn't realize it quite that long, but yeah, you get the idea. That's my 420 intro. I forget.
Nice.
Need to clip out that smoke something, bitch. Fucking Flatbush Zombies.
You with DaVinci Resolve for doing all that stuff?
No, that's it's fucking Sony Vegas from fucking 2013. Like, I mean, I use the stuff that I have that that works and that I don't have to rebuy.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn DaVinci Resolve for my videos right now because I've been using like the free version of Adobe Premiere that you get with Photoshop.
Right.
It's pretty buggy. It's pretty buggy.
I mean, that's kind of what I've always heard about Premiere, honestly, is that it's kind of buggy.
Well, like,
I mean,
sometimes you don't know stuff's screwed up till you, like, render it out, and then you play it, and you're like, why didn't it show me that was checked up while I was making the video?
Sometimes it can be a rendering issue, like something that doesn't show up until you render it. What I will do sometimes is I will render certain chunks out as, like, especially if it's like a transition or something like that, or like an effect over a lot of movement, so you can see it play properly. I'll render out like a certain chunk of a video and then put that back in my workflow, like my timeline, where I had that transition, so that I could, so I can see it work better. That might help. But I've never played around with DaVinci Resolve.
So what's Frag's show today is just a regular stream and not like one of his Fragtober streams?
No, it's going to be a Fragtober stream.
Oh, okay.
At 4:30. Yep.
Well, who's he challenging this time? Or who's?
I mean, he's gonna do 4 of them today.
Oh, I got.
Yeah.
Oh, is that really the? I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's what he was saying at the beginning. And he's gonna do 4 of them today. So, he tossed the link out for us, and we were just coming to hang out.
Cool.
Pre-boom is essential. That's right. What's up, Pastmaster Dan? Welcome, sir. Pastmaster Dan says, "What the hell is Dan doing?" He is checking his phone, I believe.
Yeah, I'm sending a photo of this piece to the writer of the book.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to boost up the contrast so the pencils show up brighter.
Yeah.
Before I send it. So that is what I'm doing.
Sounds like bullshit to me, Dan.
Whatever. Mr. Premature fucking show canceller. Over here.
You doing that? What are you doing, Matt?
I'm doing that Oni thing.
Oh, yes. That looks rad, dude.
Doing some line work for that for him.
Is he going to get Yaki to color that?
Yeah.
He definitely should. He just wants the double matte attack, man. Everybody knows it looks rad.
Whittling away.
I mean, he's colored a bunch of shit for Woodrow, so...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, just Matt and Matt Yaki look great together, so it'd be rad.
Get you to color something for me once you're done.
I don't look great over you for some reason. I tried. Looks okay.
Really? Okay. Never mind.
No, I did that Cyber Frog. It came out okay. It didn't come out great, though. It didn't come out great.
Well, maybe we have to do something that's more like I just give you some pencils to something.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be cool. We could do something like that.
Rather than be like, here's all these hard edges and lines,
Yeah.
And it's also mainstream comics, it's like Cyberfrog, so there's a certain aesthetic that's trying to be hit. So if we do something different, maybe.
Yeah. I ran into that with Russ. What's his name? Only Death Can Save Us. It looked okay. It just didn't look.
Russ Leach.
Yeah, Russ Leach. It looked okay. It just didn't look great. So that's why I stopped doing it, because he was doing a book and I was supposed to color it. And then he had that old school 80s aesthetic, definitely mainstream 80s comic style. And I just could not get my colors to look great over that for some reason. I told him, I said, yeah, dude. And so I think he went with after that, I think Matt Yaki actually did it, and I think that worked perfect. So sometimes you don't match up, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's part of being a professional, saying, "Hey, this isn't working," you know.
But yeah, I did something else over his pencils, like you just said, Matt, and then it came out great. So yeah, so maybe that's the ticket. I did a painting over his pencils.
Yeah, it just needs to be something that we're both like, jamming on.
Yeah.
Something that's both in our wheelhouse. If that makes sense.
It does.
Quiet! I hate your whip riding.
Yes.
Goblin friends.
Everybody's focusing on. That's why I put the music in the background, because everybody's just focusing on.
Give me a topic, and I'll just
Give him a topic.
What's up, Neff? Good to see you, man. Welcome. Past Master Dan asks, "Do you work off plot points?" I don't know who he's asking that. Let's see.
Yeah, give me a topic and tell me what side I'm arguing for.
Neff says, only Death Can Save Us has a very golden age aesthetic, and the colors were almost purposely muted to match the newsprint nostalgia. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly just kind of flats is what, what it was back then. So.
And it just looks good with a simple, cut and grad, and I'm definitely not known for that kind of stuff.
Neff says, ink has volume of color that was probably too dynamic for that book.
Yeah, it just
What's
looks
up,
like shit.
Dave?
That's all. Look like shit.
Good to see you, Dave. Welcome. And we got a freak girl. How's it going, Frequency Girl? Good to see you.
Hey.
Hello.
Everybody is here.
Thanks for coming to hang out, everybody.
This piece is crazy.
So, what are the odds that we'll get a half asleep Jason in here at some point?
Half asleep Jason? I think.
Yeah, he just woke up when the.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I thought he was saying he was at work.
Well, so did I. I basically rolled out of bed and came in here. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, feel free to give him shit when he gets in here then.
It's worse for him because he lives in a different time zone, so it's way late where he lives. I was only 11 o'clock here.
Yeah. I mean, he might have he might have fallen back asleep. Who knows? Might have stayed up late last night. Who fucking knows, man?
Oh, he did. He was super tired last night because we were in the Discord, and he's like, "I'm going to bed." He's really tired because he said because the stream went on a long time last night.
Yeah,
a 5-hour, 4 and.
Yeah, that was a really long regen cycle. It was a really long regen cycle. It was a good one, though.
I'm trying to think of a topic, but there's no.
It's topicless.
We're used to it being topicless, that's for sure.
If you give me something to start fucking talking about while I'm sitting here drawing, I don't even care what it is.
So I'm going to watch the last House of the Dragon tonight.
Nice.
Nice.
see.
Is it the last? It's not tonight, is it?
I think it's the last. Yeah, because I think so. I think it's
on Sunday.
No, oh crap. No, that's what I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you mean at midnight tonight? You're gonna watch the last of it.
Yeah, I'll watch it as soon as it hits. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, it's not out yet, is it?
No, it doesn't hit at midnight either. It doesn't premiere till like my time, like 6 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. So yeah, I just had the wrong day. Yesterday was a weird
bizarre,
day, so.
arbitrary time.
I wish I cared.
He's not. You're not into all the like the sister, brother, grandfather love.
You're not into the incestuous dragon show?
No. Okay, the first couple of episodes, I was like, oh, this is good because it doesn't feel like Game of Thrones, but I'm still getting all the dragons and swords and cool shit. Because, seeing the incest and kids getting thrown out of fucking towers, it was just like, what is this shit? But like this show, there's nobody cool to like back. Like there's like cool people.
Are you kidding me?
Everyone's an asshole.
Everybody's an asshole, dude.
I love Daemon. Daemon Targaryen is my guy.
Cool in like the sense of like, oh, he's like Darth Vader. He wears black. He's a badass. But like,
he's Han Solo, man.
He's like fucking. No, he is not Han Solo.
No, he can flip and be like total fucking demon in a second.
He goes from like starting up some shit with his niece to like fucking killing his wife.
Yeah, and she was kind of like a decent chick, and he bashes her head in with a rock.
What I'm saying. It's like there's no good guy. There's no Stark.
These are
this is a George R.R. Martin book. There really are no good guys.
You know what? Dan, you're right. This is fantasy, and that's why when I'm watching fantasy, I need a protagonist. I need a fucking Jon Snow. I need a Robb Stark. I need somebody to root for. You're right. This is fantasy. Like, if I want nothing but villains, I'll fucking turn on like. Well, then
should root for the daughter then, because she hasn't done anything fucked up necessarily yet.
Who, the daughter who's like hoeing?
The hoe? Cucked her boy or cucked her husband like 5 million times and like screwing her uncle. Yeah. Let's back that. Let's back that.
Yeah, there's nothing to back. She's no good too.
What is it with George R.R. Martin and fucking incest? Why? What is his? Does he have some kind of fucking fetish or something?
He's definitely fascinated by it.
The royal line.
He does seem to be. At least the characters in his head.
It's because the royal lines back in the day, that's pretty much what they were. So he's trying
to
like...
yeah, fair enough.
They're all related, all the different kingdoms. I mean, they still are. They're a little more diverse of their bloodline now.
Wasn't there's like, the bloodlines were creating like, what is it, the Habsfield chin?
They all have the deformities.
Paintings with these fucking deformities. A lot of the last Russians were all like hypophiliacs, right? Is that what it was? Hemophiliacs, where they just like bleed out. But then
which made it real easy.
They were related to the English royalties, right? So if you look at like King Edward and you looked at the last Tsar, like they looked fucking like exactly like, because they were, I think, like second cousins or something. So it's like, yeah, it gets weird and gross, and you start getting
they're
weird
all lizard people in skin suits looking like humans.
Yeah.
Well, bless them.
Bless them. Bless you.
Those were inbred malforms. Just look at the English. Harsh, man. Brutal, one might say.
I don't know. The last episode of Game of Thrones was badass, though. That's all I know. Like the last 5 minutes of that show were amazing.
Face off.
Yeah, the effects and everything were great.
Yeah.
There's an episode I saw where the guy is like, "That woman's a fucking whore. I'm here to fucking save my fucking family. Fuck all y'all." And fucking Damon just chops that dude's fucking head.
Oh,
like,
that was a great like sideways chop. And then he's like, he could keep his tongue. That was awesome, dude. That was awesome.
Like, he ain't wrong.
Hey, TJ, welcome.
He had his body all splayed out. Yeah, but he isn't wrong, but he isn't right either. So this is the thing that was crazy. The thing that's been crazy for me, this whole show about that whole scenario, is the whole reason that they're not fucking like that. Supposedly her kids aren't Targaryens is because they don't have the fucking like albino looking fucking kids. That the other chick, her kids aren't fucking Targaryens either because she's not a Targaryen. She's just some fucking normal. Like,
you're right. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, like they still are that bloodline because she
her
is.
kids. Like they came out of her. It wasn't like she adopted some random kids. Like
it's just like her husband was homo. He didn't want to get in there.
I know, but there's
it's
something
ridiculous.
about. I feel like there's. I hear what you're saying, Dan. Technically, those kids are fucking Targaryens.
Yes,
but
they're just healthy Targaryens. They're not all like anemic and
or yes, they're healthy kids. But you know what? They don't have the fucking hair, which means they probably won't be able to be dragon riders. I feel like the long hair, or just the white hair signifies that magic gene. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, what about Jon Snow?
Jon Snow.
It doesn't matter, Jon Snow, and they already showed early on that that was like part of the not getting along is that the one kid could control dragon. They gave the one little kid a dragon, and then they gave the other cousin a freaking pig.
Oh yeah, they all had dragons except for what's his name, Armin or Eamon?
Yeah, I don't know.
The one-eyed dude. And he's a badass, though.
He ended up getting a giant fucking dragon, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's a badass now with the white hair, and yeah, he's gonna be great.
There's an even bigger one that's out there flying around somewhere.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for him, but I know what happens to him. But he's like he's like a good
can't wait for that.
A good new character. The way that he grew up from that shy little bashful kid, and now he's like this badass. Like, I'll fucking kill you.
They're trying to like win us over to him in the last episode, and I'm like, not gonna.
Nah, it's not working. I'm just like, oh, he's just like a fucking prince asshole, you know.
Well, again, it's a George Martin book, so you know, you're not really supposed to root for anybody.
I'm kind of rooting for him.
You know what I rooted for? I rooted for that one little kid who like rolled up and was like, I would like to offer my hand. And she's like, "No, I'm good."
Oh yeah,
Like,
he guts that dude.
Bitch, fuck you. Go suck a dick, faggot. And the kid was like, "What the fuck did you say?" And pulled his sword and fucking
gutted him. Yeah, he gutted him.
I was like, "Yeah."
I'm like, "Whoa."
Where's that kid right now? You know what I mean? Like, that's the fucking kid who's like, "I killed my first man when I was 12. I am now 20. When I was a
warrior." You know? Pimple-faced bitch. I destroyed a man.
It's Tiffany the Ruthless.
I bathed my pimples in the blood of my enemies.
Got rid of my acne right quick.
Yeah.
My balls grew 3 sizes that day.
You know what? Acne, fucking his women. That's what.
After I killed him, I fucked his mum.
Yeah. His mom had a cure for acne. It was called her pussy juice. Sorry.
What are you saying sorry for?
This episode sponsored by Trojan Condoms.
Hey, Back Froggy G.
Link is in the description.
Thanks. Yeah, man, I'm super happy with this book, man. Now I just want to make it cool. But it's like when your book starts to do pretty good, then you're like, oh shit, I gotta make sure every page has got to be fucking just like really good.
Oh shit, now it's all gotta be fucking perfect. Yeah,
right there, that vision looks awesome with the freaking green light coming out of the skull. It's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jason really killed it on this page. I love all the little...
Let's leave him out of this.
He's not here.
No, I mean, like, all the little skulls, and they transform into, like, eyeballs with teeth. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it.
If he's not here, his name is off the project. Just...
I wish we could sell more beanies, though. I thought the beanies would be the... Like, it's never the thing that takes off that you thought was going to be the thing that everybody liked. It's always something else. Like, I thought the
Mm-hmm.
drawn in tiers weren't gonna sell, and they were like the first things that sold. So, yeah, you never know, man.
People love being drawn into a comic book,
I want
man.
to be part of it.
It's a unique connection with the book. It's not just backing a book; it's being a part of the book.
And they do it
Draw
for
me
like
your French people. Draw me like your French girls.
Exactly.
Like-
You know.
like one person's getting both her daughters drawn in, and one guy's getting himself drawn in so he can show his grandkids that he's in a comic book. So it's
That's
kind of cool,
awesome.
cool stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I can
fucking
get behind
rad,
that.
man.
That's cool. And you'd be like,
That's the reason why you do tiers like that, you know, for unique experiences.
yeah, I think it's great.
Fucking great, man. I love hearing that shit.
But also, like, we're doing, I mean, it's pretty good for this economy that we're in right now, man, where everything is really bad. I mean, people are still buying independent comic books. So
That's right.
Well,
Because
they're
people
not
want
buying-
stories.
They're not buying
And-
fucking big two stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
these people are like, you know, times are hard, but I do have a little bit of money. I like a little bit of escapism. You know, normally it was Spider-Man or something. It was Superman. You're reading, you know, you're reading your comic books, and then you're like, man, this stuff sucks. So you still have
Yeah.
that money, you know what I mean? So you just kind of, it just kind of goes. At least that's what is happening with me. The money that
Yeah.
I would have spent monthly on like comic books that I was just buying at the end. That I was just like, I had a pull box, you know, pull file.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
still have one at my shop, but all the Marvel stuff is gone.
Eventually, dude, I was like, yeah, I don't want it anymore. I don't want a pull box anymore because I don't want to keep buying shit that like I wasn't even reading.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
that's
It was just like
what
Yep.
happened
the
with mine.
Batman, a couple of
Yep.
Batmans. There was a Spider-Man. and I
Star
was like,
Wars.
I'm not even reading this shit. It ends up just like
Yep.
stacking up, and then finally after like a couple of months, it was just like, yeah, I don't even want the box.
That's how I
But it's
ended up
like,
with
I still have
hundreds
that
of
money,
Savage
so
Dragons.
that money has like.
Oh, I mean, at
money
least you
has
got stacks and
moved over
stacks
to,
of
like,
shit
you know,
tickets
CG
if you need
stuff.
it.
You know, so I'm backing CG and I'm backing
Yeah.
programs
Yeah.
and that and stuff.
It's a better use of your money, man. It helps support, you know, a budding creator's dream.
Yeah.
You know, it helps support the, you know, the scene. You know, it helps support indie comics, man. I'd much rather support indie comics than I would, you know, mainstream comics. Like even when I was working at the shop, I was pushing, you know, the independent stuff. I was telling people to go to, you know, to the back of previews if they have to, you know, order stuff out of previews. You
Yeah.
know?
I got a lot of cool stuff, like indie stuff out of when I ordered through the previews. Like I think I got that book Toopy Doops. Have you guys ever heard of that?
Troopy doop.
It sounds vaguely familiar. By the way, Fanta says she's going to get a beanie. Dang, Ink.
Yeah. No, I like the beanies are kind of for us too because we like Jason always wears beanies and I always
Oh yeah, they're
wear beanies in
cool.
the
I
winter,
gotta
so.
I gotta send him a smaller DeathMetalHero beanie because the one I sent him was much too big.
do a beanie babies?
I'm still sending your stuff, Luke, too, but it's like I'm way
How about
behind
them
on my
beanie babies?
on my shipping because I hate shipping.
babies?
What, like packing it up and shipping it out?
I don't know why I hate it so much, but I hate I have everything here. I just gotta fucking do it. It's I don't like it. Then you gotta go to the post office, and then they charge you way too much money to fucking ship.
Dude, pirateship.com. Find get a scale so you can weigh your packages, and then get your tape measure and just measure the packages. Put the weight in, and then you know you can print out labels, put them on there, take them to the post office, and they'll just scan them in and take them.
Oh, really?
It's so much fucking easier, dude.
You
Yes.
print it out. And
Oh,
stick
you print it out? Yeah, you pay for the postage online, and it saves you so much fucking money. It's ridiculous.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
that's
that.
how I ship all the artwork out. That's how I ship all my stuff out.
Because I've never shipped a package out of my town that wasn't at least $12. No matter how big it was. Yeah.
Yeah, this will save you a bunch of money, dude.
Oh, and
Seriously.
Fanta, I sent yours out yesterday, and I added an extra hand-drawn bookmark for you, Frog G. So because I was late. So that is taking a little longer too because I felt bad because I was late on shipping stuff out. So now I'm like making extra stuff to make up for it. So to put in there.
By the way, I went and saw Black Adam yesterday.
Oh, was it good?
What
Was
the
it
fuck?
good?
Why haven't we talked about that the whole fucking time? What the fuck is going on?
I'm just gonna say, I
Let me
really
smoke
enjoyed
some
it.
weed. Hold on.
You liked it?
It was
Hold on. You guys want to see what I'm
awesome in a lot of ways.
Yeah, let's see.
There was some shit that was frustrating. That like, there's a character that I used to love as a DC character, and I absolutely hate that character now because like the way they did him.
That's
was
so
just,
good.
Like,
That's looking fucking rad, dude. I love it.
What is this for?
This is for Woodrow. This is
Okay.
Okori
Yeah,
Inu,
this is awesome.
the Oni within.
Very cool.
Hell
man.
yeah, dude.
So I'm getting there.
This is the first one I've seen with two swords as well. Usually, including the one I did, he has a sword and a gun. This is cool, man. I dig it.
Yeah, he asked me to color some stuff for him, but I just too busy. But after Frog G, maybe. I don't know. I feel bad when I turn people down, but it's only because I have too much stuff. I gotta get the book done. Dude, that looks so good.
Yeah, it's coming out great, man.
So good.
All right, so let's hear about You can make my shit small. You don't have to show my shit anymore.
Are we gonna spoiler it, or do you want me just
Fucking spoil me, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it anyway.
Else,
Does anybody care? Okay, if like
I'm gonna go see it today, so but it's fine. You can spoil
Go see
some of
what?
it.
Black Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go watch that movie.
I'm gonna
Feel free.
count
Spoil
down
away.
to 3, and then we're gonna hit spoiler territory. 1.
You have been warned. Spoiler. Spoiler.
three to get out of
Warning.
here.
Warning. Warning.
Spoilers? Okay, so we're gonna start. So it was awesome because Black Adam was just roasting people into skeletons, which was sick.
Which is Black Adam.
Yeah, it was so cool. But Hawkman, complete fucking asshole, like unlikable character. Even at the end when they're like bringing it back around, going, "It's not that bad. Look, he's part of he's good with everybody now." No, I wanted Black Adam just to grab him and turn him into a skeleton.
Stick his fingers.
So
in
that
his
that was
eyeballs.
supposed to be Hawkman in the movie.
And he's a
Why do they
miserable.
gotta make all the heroes insufferable?
Yeah, he's a miserable character. Also, they're the Justice Society, and I felt like the Justice Society was like tone deaf, like they couldn't read the room, sort of thing, which was kind of annoying. Like they rolled in to like the place to like grab Black Adam, but Black Adam wasn't the fucking villain. Like he was killing all the it would be like the Nazis took over like this country, right?
Right.
And everybody knew they were the Nazis. And then this like superhero dude comes in and starts beating the fuck out of the Nazis and killing the Nazis. And then we rolled in and went, whoa, buddy, stop killing these Nazis. we gotta arrest these Nazis.
Wow.
It was like that shit, and it was so frustrating and annoying. Like you made you hate the Justice Society like beyond belief. And for me, they never recovered. Like I just didn't like
What's
them.
up, Tank? Good to see you.
But Black Adam was like just badass. A lot of people were complaining that the villain wasn't like a canon known villain, but I thought
Right.
the villain was kind of fucking cool, so I was like totally down with it. It was awesome. And then I felt all the side characters, which would be like kind of like the Lois and Jimmy Olsen type characters of the show. None of them were annoying. Like I pretty much liked them all, except the kid did a couple things that were kind of cheesy, and it was just like, okay, whatever. But like, it wasn't enough to make me like hate the overall film. But like,
Right.
I just thought like that was awesome. I just loved how Black Adam would just go in and just kill people. Like,
Well, I mean that's
Like
that's
the real Black Adam would do that, yeah.
yeah.
and so I thought that was pretty cool. And then the end credit sequence was awesome.
Oh, okay.
I was like, this is probably probably my favorite end credit sequence of any superhero movie that's done an end credit sequence.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So
Yeah.
they gotta stay.
Nice.
They gotta stay.
Yeah.
Was it a long time?
You don't have to stay till like the end. It's like when the movie ends, they do that whole thing where there's like a montage of like CGI, like here's the close up of the superhero costume, and here's them looking like they're, you know, made out of paper mache or whatever.
Right.
And like the titles of like the people's names rolling over it, and then eventually like
The main credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right after that, it cuts into like this scene with Black Adam, which looks like they totally shot it way later after the movie was all done, because throughout the movie, Black Adam's suit is kind of like, it's kind of ashen black, and it looks kind of like burnt on him. And then the logo is like this kind of, it's shaped like the logo, but it's all the rims of it are dark like the rest of the costume. And there's just a little bit of like messed up gold, like in the center of like the lightning bolt. The one that's in the end credits looks like his like full on like I'm a superhero suit. Like it was like stark black with like bright gold rim around the edge of the collar and around the lightning bolt, and the lightning bolt was like lit up.
Yeah. Okay.
And so Amanda Waller has like this, because Amanda Waller's in it. Surprise, surprise. And she comes in and does this little hologram thing, and then basically tells him like, yeah, listen, I know we were trying to arrest you and like, you know, whatnot and what you did, but like we're not gonna try and bring you and put you in prison again. Your prison is your country. You just don't leave your country. Just stay there, and we won't have any problems. And he was like, oh really? And then it was just literally like, oh, let's poke the bear and make him like, because Black Adam, the thing that makes Black Adam a villain is his ego. He has like a high ego, and like when he goes full power, he doesn't have control of his rage. Like he kind of becomes like a lightning version of the Hulk, like where he just overpowers and just lashes out. So that's technically what makes him a villain in this universe.
Right.
But it's not really that big a deal. But anyway, so she basically pokes at his ego, and he goes, oh, well, you're not going to tell me what to do. Nobody on Earth can tell me what to do. And then she says, well, I can call in a favor from people that aren't from Earth. And then he goes, bring it. And then he blows up the little drone thing. And then out of the smoke of the drone swoops in Henry Cavill as Superman.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
amazing in the suit. And he goes, hey, maybe we should talk. And then that cuts.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That would be rad.
Dude, it was worth watching the whole movie just to see Henry Cavill as like Superman again. It was like amazing.
That's dope.
But I really loved, like, the other thing is the movie had the only thing the movie had in it that you could consider was maybe like some sort of message was the people of that country. They were constantly talking about outside people coming into their place and like stealing their resources and like taking over their government and everything like that and controlling them. So that was like the only thing that was kind of like, it's kind of like one of these things like, you're not from here, you came here and took our fucking land, you know. It's kind of got that vibe, but like it's set up early on that like that's kind of the situation, is that there's a bunch of people there that are like strip mining their country, and they're trying to find this
Adamantium.
Yeah, they're trying to find this adamantium type of ore thing or whatever. So it's already kind of laid in there, so it's not really that big of a deal. But there's that element. But other than that, it's literally just like a 2-hour movie of superheroes just beating each other's asses for 2 hours.
Nice.
Like there's no slow spots in this movie at all. It just moves like a freight train, like all the way through it. And there's no extraneous like shit like shawarma eating or or like, oh, this is modern times. What is a movie? You know, like when they do something like that in there, it is so fast and like gone that like you forget that it even happened. Like they don't linger on like weird.
How was Dr. Fate?
Dr. Fate is the best thing in the movie.
Oh wow!
Hands down, my favorite thing in the movie, favorite thing in the movie is Dr. Fate.
It's cool. They actually used the character because I mean,
Yes.
when was the last time you saw him in anything?
They didn't fuck around with him at all. He was like straight up what he was in the books. Like
That's cool.
the way all his powers work, the whole thing of like touching the helmet will like drive a person insane with the visions, or you will be able to see the future thing. That was in there. And then just like kind of like in a way, you know, like how Back to the Future things work, where it's like everything is connected and it like
What's up, American Comics? Welcome.
like the rules of
And the art and time
being able to tell the future that he had
Yeah.
were like totally respected through the whole thing, which was awesome. So there was a bit where Dr. Fate's like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here because I know how this ends. You know, sort of thing. Where he just like, I'm just gonna step aside because I see how this ends, and it's like it's not needed for me to hop in on this one. There's like a bunch of shit like that in there, which was like some great stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then there's like some other stuff where he's like, we'll try and fix this. He's like, the future's not written. He's like, we know how this can work. He's like, maybe we can change it. And they're like, all right, let's try. And then like they tried, and then like, oh, maybe we can't. Maybe it is just what it is. And then he's like, no, he's like, there's ways around this. He's like, I've got a third option, you know, sort of thing. So, it was good, man. Like, I enjoyed it. It's, I think it's like, I really enjoyed Aquaman, but I think this is probably maybe the best DC thing. Although I really like that last Suicide Squad movie too. So,
yeah, the last Suicide Squad was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think significantly better than the first one.
I will say, I think I like this better than the last Suicide Squad because it wasn't as like fucked up, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
they
like
weren't pushing it to be fucked up.
Yes, the last Suicide Squad, like even Matt pointed out, they go into that thing and they murder all those dudes who are basically like good guys. Was kind of like fucked up, and then they made a joke about it, and I was just like,
yeah.
All right. But this doesn't do anything like that, like, and it's kind of cool because like even Black Adam's like kind of like pointing out, he's like, listen, like, you know, he's like, these people are not good people. He's like, say what you will. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I would watch it again.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this afternoon. I think
you'll enjoy it, dude. Like, it's fun. Like, there's an action sequence that is because the Black Adam can move really fast, so they do an action sequence where he takes on an entire army, and it's done in like kind of like the slow mo thing, like the
Zack Snyder slow mo thing, yeah.
Yeah, and it's fucking great, and it's scored to paint it black.
Nice.
Oh,
and it
wow.
is, dude, it's awesome.
Well, that's cool.
I was like watching, I was like, oh!
You got black people in the theater going, "Shut up!"
Yeah. But yeah, man, when he first comes out and he grabs this one dude by the neck, and then just flows freaking the force of lightning through this dude, and just like crispers him like to a skeleton, was so awesome.
Nice.
Well, I mean, you know, got to be true to the character, and that's totally what the character would do.
The only thing that could have made it a little cooler, I thought, there was like one scene where it would have been cool to have like a bunch of Easter eggs of seeing other villains. Was they go to this prison that Amanda Waller's people have that's like underwater underneath like Antarctica or somewhere like that.
Right.
And they're in this prison and they have all these people like in these boxes, and one of the wide shots is showing that they have like a ton of people in the boxes or whatever is like so far away you can't make out anybody in the boxes. But it would have been cool to like have them go down an aisle and like show like Killer Croc or somebody like locked up in these like suitcases. Would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
They need to redo Green Lantern and do it right this time. That's what I'm waiting for.
Planning on it.
Because if they just did Rebirth, it would be a complete hit. It would be a mega hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't do that though.
I mean, you got Black Hand in there, and just Black Hand is fucking crazy. It just touches stuff and it fucking dies. And I mean, they just like made the villains and to where they weren't cheesy anymore. Like they were actually like, oh wow,
yeah,
this is
a viable
shit.
threat. Yeah.
I just felt like they did a really good job of respecting the characters in this one. Except for Hawkman. I think Hawkman was like a loss, but as a lot of people pointed out, there's lots of people who are like, I've never liked Hawkman. So I'm just like,
well, I mean, the movie that they did, that was Momoa Man. That is not Aquaman. Really.
What do you mean?
Like that was people went to go see that because of Jason Momoa. It's not because it was Aquaman.
Oh, he said
Aquaman made $1 billion because it was Momoa Man.
I thought he was good though as Arthur Curry.
He did great. I mean, you know, he would have been a much better choice for Namor.
Like he was like more enjoyable, way more enjoyable than the Hawkman interpretation. I felt like, because like in this, it wasn't even like even kind of like Hawkman's not even human. He's like from another planet.
Yeah.
And I felt like this dude was literally just some dude.
Thangar, right? Or something like
that. I love that one Thangar miniseries that was all colored and shit, you know, and he's like a cop.
Yeah, one of his lives. Yeah.
I think I'm just wanting to see it because I haven't been to a movie theater in like a million years. So.
Well, this is a good one to go for. This one, you will. I don't.
Fun popcorn flick. It sounds like.
It's a fun action movie, man. Like just watching shit get.
And sometimes that's all you need, you know. God, I can't. You know, the last movie that I think I went to go see, like actually in the fucking movie theater, was that that last Godzilla flick, the one before they did versus Kong. The one with King Ghidorah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Feline and I went to go see that movie in the theater, and I think that was the last time I went to a movie in a fucking theater.
That's the best Godzilla movie, in my opinion. That is.
I really dug it.
Made since the original Japanese ones.
Yeah.
I like the King Kong one though. Him fighting Kong.
I haven't seen it yet.
Cool.
I mean, it gets a little crazy when they're like, "Hey, we don't have helicopters. We have fucking spaceships." You're like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, you're talking about Godzilla versus Kong.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Space.
That one wrecked it for me. Yeah, that and there were too many human storylines in that thing. It was just like dumb. It was like they wanted to make two movies, but like didn't want to like have to wait to put both out. So they're like, we'll just smash them together, and then they ended up with like something that was, in my opinion, unwatchable. I didn't enjoy it. In my opinion. Yes.
I like it when you make fun of other people except for me. That's great.
I love them.
If you make fun of everybody but me, that'd be great. Thank you.
I'm not making fun of anybody. I was just making up weird sounds.
Everybody likes making fun of me. You little 12-year-old. Fucking dick.
What I was gonna say.
Let me know.
Whenever you do that voice, it reminds me of like, you know, some vodka-soaked like stripper from, you know, Nevada or something like that.
Inkspot's voice?
When he does that particular, like, you know, I don't know, Valley Girl or whatever it is that you're going for. But yeah, that's I see like this, you know, horribly, you know, makeup like vodka-soaked old stripper from Nevada.
Yeah. The pro.
The ones you got a chance.
Nevada Sioux.
You want some company, honey?
There you go.
You want some company?
That fucking reminded me of Emperor's New Groove, like the fucking waitress that they stop at the little restaurant they stop at with the pill dogs. Anyway, nobody remembers Emperor's New Groove.
Yes, I remember. I like that movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I watched Treasure Planet again for the umpteenth time the other day. I fucking love that movie.
Is it good?
Oh, dude, it's great. I mean, it's obviously it's the story of Treasure Island, and updated in a very cool sci-fi way. You know, they did a unique job maintaining the whole ship thing. You know, like ships out in. I mean, you know, ships with like their own atmosphere around them, kind of like sailing ships, but they're solar sailing ships. So. Yeah, that movie's absolutely worth watching.
What movie are we talking about now?
Treasure Planet.
Oh, yeah, I like that movie, too.
Beautiful animation, too. I'd say that movie still is head and shoulders above anything Disney's put out in the last 10 years.
I also like Titan AE.
Yeah. Came out around the same time. That's a great movie.
It was a similar sort of thing. I feel like those two projects were like competing ideas sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, Titan AE was a bit more of a teenage adventure. Like,
I really like it.
Treasure Planet was more all ages.
Yeah.
Titan AE, I feel like a lot of the characters kind of look the same, like the aliens.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, here's the same kind of face, but on like alien with long legs, or here's the same kind of alien but like kind of a squishy body. Like I feel like if you're doing like animation like that, like what a chance to just go completely wild. You know?
Then you should definitely keep watching Treasure Planet, dude. You should finish that movie.
Because like there should be humans and maybe one or two other like fairly like similar, but the rest of them I want them to be like fucking octopuses and like fucking, you know what I mean, like fucking Star Wars, like the original Star Wars. When you go in the cantina, there's just shit everywhere, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you go to Walmart, you know, there's just like all fucking like, creatures and monsters walking around. I don't know. It's like Jacob's Ladder, you know. So that's what I'd like to see more of. So that's my only like, oh man, because I like the concept, you know. I like the idea. So I don't know why I haven't watched Treasure Planet.
Oh,
Is
dude,
it on Disney Plus?
I don't know. I would assume it would be. I mean, I have a DVD, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the DVD.
DVD. You got the DVD.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about the physical media, so. Yeah.
You know what I got the other day? Like,
what?
I ordered it a while ago, and it eventually got to me. I don't know why it took so long, but I ordered that Stephen King movie, The Night Flyer.
Ooh, that's a dope movie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
What?
You haven't seen it? Oh, it's awesome.
I don't think so.
It's it's like a Dracula story, but Dracula flies around in a little mini Cessna, and his little mini plane is his coffin. So it's all blacked out, and he flies at night and then parks it at the airport, and he's just like inside of his little plane. And then he goes out at night and feeds off.
Nah, dude, it's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, cool.
Interesting.
Like,
So
Dracula. It's like it's from the point of view of a investigative reporter.
Yeah.
Who is like kind of catching on to the clues of this serial killer who like flies into an airport at night and like kills somebody in a weird way and then flies away before the sun comes up.
Yeah.
And so there's like he's like constantly almost catching this person where it's like, oh, I was in the hangar with the plane.
And
What's up, Aldous?
Because
Good to see you, man.
There was like dirt all over the ground. Like, where did the dirt come from all over the ground? You know what I mean? And so later on,
dirt
you're
like full of maggots and stuff.
Yeah. So this dude is like, his inside of his plane is like a coffin. You know, it's like his Earth. You know,
It's like one of those little mini like Piper Cub sort of Cessna things. It's like got a little propeller in the front, and then like the little rounded little footy things that come out to the side.
I like the book better than the movie Vamp. Like the movie was really good in how they did it, but like the ultimate reveal of the vampire, I was like,
well, the other thing with the movie that's cool though, that really carries it, is that it's got Miguel Ferrer as the investigative reporter.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
He chews up the scenes like he did in RoboCop as fucking the OCP executive guy. Like, he's so good.
Yeah, because it's like he's kind of tainted. He's like been, he's not just like taking photos and shit for like good newspapers. He's doing like National Enquirer.
Yes.
And like smutty, hard, nasty stuff. You know what I mean? So he's like, you know, what? There's rumors of a vampire? Yeah, let me go after it. You know,
it's kind of also like one of those things where like the reporter kind of goes Renfield crazy as he's chasing down the story because he becomes obsessed with catching the guy. So it's kind of like a long form version of I guess with a lot more action of the story that inspired Haven, you know, with like they're going after the clues of like the person that died, and you know how the hell did he get over here with no passport and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he runs into the guy at some point, and like the guy is like, he comes in and there's like a dead body, and the vampire had just been feeding, and like he's looking in the sink, and the vampire comes up behind him, and of course you don't see him because it's in a mirror, you know.
And he's taking a piss in the urinal, and it's just like a stream of fucking shit going to the urinal, blood.
Yeah. So it's
always thought his best work was Rosenfeld and Twin Peaks.
Yeah,
so kind of
I mean,
like,
but it's like that though. It's like that's why it's so good.
Right? He's like, stop
doing
following
that
me.
level acting in the whole movie.
You need to go ahead and stop following me.
Camouflage,
you're a little too close.
The Renfield Airlines.
I need you to stop following me. You know who I am. You know what I am. I'm gonna go ahead and let you fuck off. You need to stop following me.
It's got a great ending too. Like I like how it wraps up, which is like pretty cool.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to find that one. I haven't seen it. Yeah.
It was made for theaters, but I think they eventually sold it to HBO.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the theaters. I saw it like on TV.
I was reading up stuff about it on the wiki, and I guess initially they funded it to try and put it in theaters, but they didn't get anybody to pick it up, and then HBO bought it to show on their channel, and so
that's cool.
It was on HBO, and then it just got released that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
all
only
this
been
does is waiting in line at Tractor Supply for a part to be pulled, so he figured he'd drop by and listen for a vote. Thanks for hanging out, Paul. Appreciate it.
Hey, Aldous.
I mean, the movie Rose Matter, that was basically made for TV, and that was good from what I remember. Like decent creeps.
Also, like what is it, Rose Red or whatever? They did 2 miniseries actually of that, and I like both. I have both of those on DVD.
Rose Red? Was that one?
Yeah. One was Rose Red, and one was Rose Matter, right? It's they're basically both the same story, but two different representations.
The first one is just kind of like The Haunting or whatever, crossed with the Winchester Mystery House, and then the sequel is a prequel to that one, telling the story of how the people became ghosts in the house, basically. But it's fun. I like it. It's up there with all those Peter Benchley direct-to-TV mini-movies like The Beast and The Creature.
The Beast. The Creature.
The Creature with the shark, the man shark, and then the...
Man shark.
And then... and both of them had like big name people in the leads. Like I think the Beast had what's his name, the guy from To Live and Die in L.A. who went on to be the big CSI guy.
Wait a minute. The dude who wrote Jaws He did
Peter
write
Benchley.
fucking, what is the White Shark? Is that with the fucking like Nazi like amphibious dude?
Yes, the amphibious like shark experiments. That's Creature. The Creature.
That's what Creatures was.
Oh,
What the
okay.
book
Yeah.
was called? Was the book called Creature?
I don't remember what. I think the book might have been called Creature too. And all the monsters in that sharks were created by Stan Winston, so they're like kind of cool.
Oh, that's fucking
Yeah,
rad.
but like the book, like I imagined, they totally described something completely different in the book.
Well, it probably
than what
was,
they
but this
do
was like a
in the-
TV movie. This is the 80s.
In the movie,
early
it was
90s.
like it looked like fucking Tiger Shark. It looked like, you know what I mean? It looked like
Yeah.
the dude from Suicide Squad, who's like
Yeah,
shark,
it definitely
half
did.
shark, half person.
Yeah.
But in the
So
book,
it's just like
it's not described like that.
It was
in the
just
book,
fun.
It's
Like, I enjoy it for what it is. I never read the book, so I just enjoyed the show. And then the other one is the giant squid thing or whatever.
yes,
The Beast, and that's with William Peterson. The other one I think is Craig T. Nelson and what's her name? The
Yep.
chick from Sex and the City.
Thank you, Aldous.
Not Kim Cattrall. Or is it Kim Cattrall? Maybe it's Kim
Yeah.
Cattrall.
Talking about the one that looks like a foot.
The one that looks like a foot? No. It's the older hot one on Sex and the City.
Yeah.
I thought that
Who was
Kim
like-
Cattrall.
She was in Kim Cattrall. That's who it was. The only one that was attractive on that show.
Aw.
We'll take
My
your
fault.
word for it. I have not paid any attention to it.
She was the hot the hot Vulcan on Star Trek 6.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, okay.
She was the traitor.
Yes. I did like that was I did a little fan piece of her as that character, and it's like one of the only like sort of pieces that I've ever done that I've gone, it's pretty good. The likeness is good. It's like she looks just
She's
like
in
her.
one of the Porky's movies.
It's always nice when you get those occasionally. You know, feels good
She's in a
about
lot
something.
of stuff. She was in what was she in? She was in something though. I don't know, I can't think of it right now. But yeah. I've had so many ideas humming around in my head, like visuals and stuff for Goblin Girl Book 2 lately.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like I'm like chomping at the bit to get to working on that.
Awesome.
Make it happen.
Make it happen, Captain.
We gotta get the book out first.
Right. Once you do, once I get my book, you know you got to come on for a what's in the box, right?
Okay, we will do that.
And then you feel free to talk about any kind of Goblin Girl 2 ideas you want to share with people. See, because that's the beauty of what's in the box. I have the stuff that I have gotten, right? I can show people they fulfill, right?
I had an idea for a whole like sort of opening sort of sequence, and I
Yeah.
thought about putting it at the end of Goblin Girl as like a black and white thing, but I don't know.
Don't tell Jason, because then that'll be the beginning of Frog G 2.
Yeah, don't share with Jason until you're done.
What does that mean?
Well, he unconsciously used the beginning to Goblin Girl for Frog G. Like, you had told him about it.
Oh,
Like, the intro. And next thing we know, we recorded because you're telling us the beginning of Goblin Girl, and I'm like, why is that exactly the same as Frog G? And then it was because Jason had heard you talk about it, and it was in his brain, and he forgot. It just.
Forgot where it came from.
I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, it's gonna be in the OG book line for line what I had, but I'm probably gonna change it a little bit for the main book
Yeah.
because it's like as I was reading it, I was like, there's all kinds of weirdness here in the writing, and I was just like, I need to fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I got this cool book in the mail that I thought you would appreciate.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh, that's dope.
Dude, and it's
Nice.
beautiful. Like, I would never do any of this stuff, but like, just the ship designs and like the mechs in here are so cool.
I mean, that's the beauty of art books, right? It shows you stuff that you might not necessarily choose to do on your own, but it inspires you to do.
That thing is like really freaking cool.
It also lets you know like what's the level of production out there, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you're sitting there doodling monsters and aliens, you're like, yeah, I think this is pretty good. It's like, why don't you pick up a fucking Star Wars art book? You know, like is your spaceships that good? You know. Like maybe not, but like that's that's an idea.
Even if they're not, are you working towards that direction?
Yeah.
You know? Are you thinking in that direction? You know.
I mean, you don't have to take that mentality, but that's mine. You know what I mean? Like that's
right.
That's...
I mean, being aware of what's out there. Well, I mean, this is why writers need to be widely read. You need to know what's out there, not just idea-wise, so you can try to be original or make sure that your original idea is actually original, but because reading more gives you a wider vocabulary, gives you more to work with. It adds to your tool.
This one is
toolbox,
rad.
for lack of a better term.
Yeah, man.
It is pretty rad. Looks like
it looks like it's
like an old F-15 or something like F-16.
Like World War II, like German super tech or something. It's like super cool.
Well, that picture right there kind of looks like the Blackbird with like big ass missiles on the end of the wings.
I would have been more into this stuff, this era of like Robotech, if it wasn't every single one of them was like a music video. Like it was that era of Robotech where it seemed to be like just fighting robots, and it was like music video films or whatever. And I was just like, this is not cool.
They had to figure out a way to hide the production costs somewhere. So they sold them as music videos.
Rock videos. It's just like,
yep. Rock videos with the hot new trend, anime. See the exotic world. I remember seeing commercials for, get this 6 VHS set for $29.95, 5 payments of, welcome to the bizarre and exotic and beautiful world of anime.
Yeah.
And they'd show, like, pictures of, Akira and Ghost in the Shell and shit like that.
I got candy corn.
You're fucking gross. You're disgusting.
You're disgusting.
I got caramel apple candy corn.
Fucking weirdo.
That might be marginally better, but still, candy corn is gross.
It's delicious. What are you talking about?
It's delicious.
It's like
on something.
Like you're eating a slightly flavored candle.
Yes. It's
flavored, for God's sakes.
You ate the wax lips back in the day, didn't you?
You guys like, no.
Do you like circus peanuts as well?
Yeah.
That explains it. The wax is just it's part of the childhood. I get it.
It's like when you get an orgasm over there.
It's like you get those little Coca-Cola bottles with the juice inside, and you just chew them up and eat them.
Take it easy, all this. $23.99 later. I'm out, fellas. Take it easy. Hope to see you guys tonight in Bancroft for Rocket Launch or afterwards in CG Talk. And if you missed them there, come hang out with me, Aldous, and Steve Dye on Monday at 7 p.m. We will be talking about Rocket Issue 2. So, we will talk to you soon, Aldous. Thanks for stopping by, man. Peace.
All rocket, no raccoon.
Right?
Rocket's red raccoon. Raccoon Red Racket.
Minimal coons involved.
No
But the raccoons are so cute with their little hands and their little masks and
Raccoons
their
are fucking
anger issues.
mean little bitches.
Yeah, yeah, and their anger issues.
I saw
Like-
footage from the New York Comic Con. I think it was. They had the High Evolutionary came out in full costume and like talked to the crowd. I guess it's like something to do with Guardians of the Galaxies 3.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he
find
came
it-
out and was like, "Hello, all of you sub things, complete like." At some
wonder
point,
how well that
I
worked
will
out.
have an opportunity to evolve you to a higher, better. You know, I mean, he was just like going in and like kind of like insulting the crowd and shit. And so, I think that goes back to he was the one who had Rocket Raccoon, fucked with.
Okay.
Like he was the one who like did the experiment.
Yeah, he's the one that
put back together.
Well, he's also responsible for the mutates of Mount Wundagore. Responsible for.
Did you guys hear about the X-Men story? The new X-Men deals?
No.
So the new.
Why do I feel like what you're going to tell me is going to make me extremely fucking sad?
It's going to slightly make you sad, but I don't think it's going to make you totally sad. So their plan with the X-Men, because they're way off, they feel, from doing the movie, is they're going to start doing origin mini stories of each one of the X-Men, kind of like they did with Werewolf by Night, where they did the little event movie. They're going to be doing that with each one of the X-Men characters, and then eventually they'll do a theatrical movie that'll be the X-Men, like, as a team.
Okay.
So
are they going to actually be called the X-Men, or?
yeah, they're called the X-Men. From when I saw the promo image from Marvel, it says the X-Men on it, which I was surprised.
Good. And can we ignore the current era of X-Men comics because they're fucking trash?
I don't know. They might be pulling from that.
Well, the animated series did a comic book, you know, the whole X-Men 92, where they jumped ahead to the Krakoa era of X-Men. It's like, really? Fuck off with this nonsense. It's terrible.
Yeah, the Crocero stuff is terrible. Like,
well, the problem is it started out fun, you know? Like, Hickman had an idea, but these adolescent in-mind jackoffs that, you know, are in charge of the X-Men decided, no, we need to stay here and keep this thing going. It's not meant to keep going. You just artificially inflating this shit like the fucking Clone Saga, and you see what happened there.
Yeah, it was meant to be a thing like, in my opinion, it should have just been a thing like a Dark Phoenix Saga or one of those other things. It was meant to last like a year and a half, and that would be it.
Yes.
This whole idea that, like, now they all live in this world where the X-Men are gods and the humans
they can't die.
Yeah, is just dumb. Like, it has no stakes. It's boring. Like, you just don't care about anything that's going on.
Seriously, there are zero stakes. You're correct. There are zero stakes. Like the whole Moira is a mutant and she's relived these bunch of lives. That was a cool concept, but it only works in a short story, in a short form story, you know, with a beginning, middle, and end. You do much more than that, and you break the narrative that worked.
The other thing that kind of sucks about it, the way it is now, is it's not relatable because it's not in our world anymore. It's like.
Well, they're separatists.
It's
like they have separated themselves.
Yeah, it's like an alien planet story.
What's up, Caroline?
No
Good
longer
to see you. Thanks for coming to hang out.
Mutants are on Earth, sort of thing, which is kind of shitty. And
they're on Earth, but they're also, you know, on the moon, and then they're also on Saturn or whatever.
The thing that made X-Men great.
What's up, Hojo?
That they had the world was against them,
and
the villains were against them, and they still protected humanity, like, regardless.
This is them giving up, it sounds like.
They're done with humanity.
Yeah, they're done with humanity.
They have become big pharma of humanity.
And they've also, like, basically subjugated humanity to do what they say, basically.
Yeah. Otherwise, they will take away the Krakoan flowers that are these miracle drugs.
Yeah.
So
You
they
know,
basically,
there's supposed to be a
they've
downside.
done what all the humans were scared they were going to do to begin with.
Yeah, they did
Yes.
exactly what they were. Yeah.
We're scared they're going to take
So
over. No,
you
no,
proved
no,
their
we wanna
fears
live in
correct
peace. Fuck it.
after all these years. Good job. And if MCU X-Men plays on the MLK Malcolm X myth, that it's going to fall apart because that's not what it was based on. X-Men is based on anybody feeling like an outsider, and that means anybody. Which is
Well,
why it is so
they're not the
accessible to
outsiders
everyone.
anymore.
Huh?
They're not the outsiders anymore.
No,
Now
they're not.
now
They're the authority.
royal family. They're like
They're-
the royal family, basically. They're
Hey,
Basically.
that's kind of like real life.
Yes, well, again, sophomore jackasses have taken hold of the X-Men, and they are writing, you know, soap opera fan fiction tripe. That's why so many people drop the damn book. But you know, what do I know? I only
I started.
watched the
I
slow
tried
and
reading-
steady decline over the last decade.
I was reading it for like the first like 4 or 5 issues or something like that, and then like
Right.
when they were like basically this is what it is for good, I was
Ever.
just like, oh man, I'm like so out. This is terrible.
When Hickman left, I was done. Like as soon as he was done, like I was just like, okay, yep, you're not writing it anymore, and they're just going to continue on without you. Nope, I'm good. And you know, I enjoyed the artwork at first, but the artwork got, you know, samey throughout. Now that doesn't mean that it wasn't competent, but it there was never any like real punch. Eventually, you know, I enjoyed the Lionel Francis Yu stuff, but I mean that eventually stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so after that, that's when it started getting kind of samey.
Yeah. We'll get another drink.
You drinking breast milk?
Almost time for Frege.
That is correct. 4:30 this afternoon. Boom brings back Fragtober, and today our homie is going to be rocking 4 of them apparently, because he's, you know, a madman like that. So get yourselves prepared. Get your drinks. Get your coffee. Get your extracurricular activities, which you know, are always a good thing. And be ready. Be ready for a Ragtober. Actually, I believe it's Ragtoberfest. There we go. Yeah. And with any luck, his internet will have stopped being stupid.
It's got to be short time frames then to do that many of them. So
Yeah,
everybody
I
better
mean, he might be doing this for the next 4 hours. Who knows? You know, an hour for each of them. Poor Woodrow. He retweeted your tweet, Matt. He's like, "Fuck! Why am I always working?"
You're a hard worker.
He is a hard worker.
You hard worker. You
Hard
hard
worker.
worker. You hard worker.
Wow.
I got my job. You a hard worker? I got my job.
Stop it! You're making me want lo mein.
That is exactly like I went to get food the other day and I could not understand a word she was saying to me. I kept having to go, what? What? You want one dollar? What? I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, do I want a wonton? Yes.
Jeez.
No. She's gonna. You want one dog?
You want one dog?
You want one dog?
We walked
no
dog this morning. We walked a dog this morning. It's good, fresh.
Terrible.
Autumn is coming. You need dog.
Nothing better than dog in the fall.
Yeah, dude. That is the traditional time to eat dog.
And I am no longer hungry. Thank you both. I appreciate it.
Dog
No,
in the
seriously, I
fall,
appreciate
yo.
it because I don't need to eat.
Dude, nobody don't act. It's like, nah, they don't eat dog. That's just bullshit. It's like they sprinkle rhino horn on their dick and they eat like.
I think
shark
they.
fin fucking
Shit,
soup.
I thought they snorted it.
I think
do
they have
whatever,
an
right?
actual
I don't think
festival about eating dog. Like it's like
Yeah,
a like
it's not
parade and thing. Yeah.
It's not like oh, let's go get some hot dogs and put some
No,
mustard on
thank
them.
you.
They don't eat them like that. I think it's almost like a totem animal that they're like ingesting, believing that they won't get colds during the winter time. Like, oh, this will put a certain chi heat in my fucking belly or something.
That's why I know they gotta be evil. Can't eat dogs, not be evil. Sorry.
Damn.
It's crazy though.
It's like
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, Ink. I mean, I'm not. I abhor anybody that would say they would eat a cat. You know, find the idea abhorrent. Just like eating a dog.
I think I'd probably eat a person before I eat a dog.
More than likely, a lot more meat.
Did you see that? Oh, there was that stupid tweet that some PETA person put out. They go, I'd rather date someone that fucks an animal other than someone that eats an animal. And I'm like, what? How is that not 50? What do you? That's way worse.
I'd rather date somebody that rapes an animal.
Yes.
Oh my God! What?
That's what they put out there. Like, that's ridiculous.
And suddenly the Guar song, "Fucking an animal," is stuck in my head. Animal fucker on the loose, fucking an animal. One time they fucked a goose, fucking an animal. Yeah. Another kink they want legal. Yeah, that's what about.
Yeah.
Metal Movies and Brewski says, what? You dudes don't eat dog? Yeah, no.
Nah.
What's up, dude?
Dude, dogs are my favorite creature on earth, man. I love dogs.
Yeah, don't eat dogs.
Past Master Dan says, I lived on a planet next to Andor. It was called Was When.
Andor.
Little. What would that be? A little English lit joke, or is it? Oh fuck. Anyway, little English joke there. That is gonna bug me now that I can't think of the proper word that I'm looking for. Damn it, brain! Why do you defy me?
Brapa.
All right. Has Fraga put up the stream yet? Has he made the stream yet?
I think so. It's still early. I think it's like a half an hour away.
Well, I know, but usually he hasn't set up so they hit the half-hour reminder thing on their YouTubes. Ah, there it is. Open a new tab. Grab this link. You've got 49 minutes until the boom. Alright, so... This is where the party is going to be later. Over at Fragaboom's channel. I sound like shit.
We didn't want to say anything.
God damn.
He was just waiting to say something.
Well, now. Mm-hmm.
Way better.
Now you're all fucked.
Oh, I found my Inspector Gadget figures the other day.
Nice.
I have the rare coveted Dr. Claw figure.
Nice.
There's a big there's a big sticker over the front of the package so you can't see his face.
What's his face look
Did
like?
they ever design a face for him?
They did. He's got the figure has like a head.
Cool.
Kind of looks like
Yeah.
he's got a face shaped kind of like the Joker's face, with like a Krusty the Clown sort of haircut that's like spiky that sits out from the side with a bald top head.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why he's so angry.
probably. I'm trying to think where I put them at. I could have gone and busted them out. Yeah, because I've got henchman figure. I've got the classic looking in like from the show Inspector Gadget, and I've got Penny in the Brain, and then Dr. Claw. They made a ton of different Inspector Gadgets, like one with like a yellow trench coat and just different ones.
Natural Born Killers is such a weird movie. Eric the Guapo. That's Goblin Girl. Weed chick avatar. What's up, 24 Eyes? Ain't seen you in a while, man. How you been? Good to see you. Is there a parody where the bad guy is petting his cat while Ted Nugent plays in the background? Oh.
Cat scratch fever.
Right.
Scratch fever.
I heard like super crazy stories about that dude. Like the PETA people like protesting him like at the end of his driveway, so he like kills a deer and drives it to the end of the driveway where they're all protesting and just like guts it in front of them. Like,
Yeah.
look.
Field dresses the deer.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Keep talking about it. Now I'm getting hungry again.
Venison.
I had steak and sautéed mushrooms for breakfast this morning.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good
I've
shit.
got leftover Cajun barbecued ribs from yesterday. New place opened up, so he's from New Orleans or something, and dude, they're so good. I've never had anything like that before.
Nice.
Cajun barbecue, good stuff.
Past Master Dan says Ted is my spirit animal.
That boy crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, Motor City Madman is what they called him, so yeah. Fucking crazy.
I'm sorry, I love
And
Kid
silver,
Rock, dude. He's
right?
my
You need the whole
Kid.
fucking thing silver.
Yeah, Kid Rock's my dude, man. I love Kid Rock. He's like, I love that he's building a full-size replica of the White House so they can live in the White House.
Oh my god.
Fucking great, dude.
Wow.
He's got a church that's a stable. It's a church, stable / bar. It's fucking great.
Nice.
I mean, I'm sure attendance will be higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Church with an open bar sounds like a bad idea, but I guarantee you'll get people to show up.
Yep.
probably some very heated discussions of, differences in ideology and doctrine.
Maybe. Or
Hey,
maybe
you just
it's
settle
just the right
settle
idea.
disputes with an old-fashioned barroom brawl, you know? All right, so 4:45 is the time for Fragatoberfest.
The time.
Yes. So, if I sound like shit next time, please feel free to, like, tell me.
Oh, I thought you didn't really think you did.
No, it was using the webcam microphone instead of this microphone. Yeah. That's why, it's if anybody goes back and watches the replay, I'll try to do one of these and think that I'm, doing the whole echo thing. No, it's just me sounding like complete and utter shit through the fucking webcam. Anyway. Seriously, Chrome resets everything in StreamYards just about every fucking time I close the browser. It is so annoying.
Here you go, Luke. There's what Dr. Claw looks like.
No shit. Hang on. Okay. That's definitely a supervillain face.
Yeah.
Next time, Gadget. Next time. Nice.
Looks like Rick, kind of.
Right?
Here's the action figure.
That's fucking rad.
Comes with the cat and the mom.
Yeah. That's fucking rad. And so he's got two of those gloves.
And here's the photo of what the action figure looks like in the packaging. The sticker over his
That's
face.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
And the sticker says, "Reveal the mysterious Dr. Claw." That's pretty dope.
Hell yeah, man. That's great. What's up, Joseph Dredd? Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Pastmaster Dan says, shoe a horse, get drunk, find Jesus. Perfect.
That's right.
Yep. Let's see. American Comics says people came to his preserve property in Michigan and just randomly killed all the animals. That's when he moved to Texas.
Wow.
Who are you talking about?
I'm not sure. American Comics, who are you talking about? Are you talking about Ted Nugent? Or are you talking about... he's probably talking about Ted Nugent because Nugent was notoriously a Michigander for a long time. Like, that was, Detroit was his city. I mean, shit. Motor City. It was, came and randomly killed all the animals. That's fucked up, man. Ted Nugent, yeah. That's what Joseph Dredd is saying.
That sucks.
Man, that is fucked up. I mean, I don't know. Texas, the last bastion of, America? I don't know.
Used to be.
Yeah, it's going away fast. I mean, Texas will eventually be a blue.
Like California.
Yeah, it's coming. It's because of Austin and stuff. Like, everybody from California is moving to Texas. Like, millions and millions. So.
Because it's terrible. You can't live in California how it is.
So let's make it terrible where everything's
Yeah,
fine.
let's go to Texas. See bullshit. It's
I mean,
terrible.
you'd think that for their own self-preservation, but for their own self-preservation, they would change the way they think in order to fix the problems that are there instead of running away. But no, instead they choose the locust mentality, where they consume all the resources and make that place inhospitable, and then jump to the next.
Well, dude,
fertile
it's very
place.
much the same mentality with what they're doing with comic books.
Yep.
They don't want to spend the time to fucking build up their own platforms and build up their own characters representing their own interests. They don't have the time to like rebuild and
they will
fix
literally
their fucking
use that
city.
as an excuse.
They just want to move to the next fucking city and then take a shit on that, right?
Yep.
So they just want to move on to the next fucking character and be like, oh no, you're fucking gay now, or you're this, you're that, and it's like,
Bobby Drake! We know you love the puss, but guess what? Now you're all down with the cock, yo.
yeah.
Like Bobby
Only
Drake
one
and
moment to
Tony
that, like, she
Stark
could've
were
been
like
totally
the
fucking with them,
Marvel
Like,
ladies men of the fucking 60s. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
No, I'm just ranting. It's fine.
Well, no, you made a good point, man. You were making a good point about how that is what they do. They come in and they just ransack, what is fertile. Like comics were fertile because the movies, that first decade of Marvel movies really drove home that people like these characters and the comics, and it was influential. So of course these people gravitate toward it because
just not even just the movies, but the low sales of the actual comic books.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, they was like, hey, we'll come in and make it a platform. Oh, it's shit's the bed. Okay, we're moving on. So it's like, hey, we have California. Oh, this sucks. This shit the bed. So let's move on to something else instead of, actually fixing what you had. Because that's too much work. That's too much work.
Right? I would prefer they move to a state with similar ideas. Like, go ahead and move to New York or something like that. Go from one shithole to
Portland. Go to fucking
right
Portland.
there. You go. Once you scroll on up to Portland, there, I'm sure you'll be happy. I don't know. The thing with comics is we ended up with people that don't actually care about comics as a medium, characters, and what they represent. They understand what they represent, and that's why they gotta tear them down. That's why they have to make them awful and insufferable. Because they themselves are insufferable.
They're just standing on the soapbox. They don't care who had built that soapbox or how long that soapbox had already been there.
Right.
They just show up and they're fucking doing their thing, and then when
they're
the
camping on that
soapbox falls
motherfucker.
apart. Yeah, well, I feel like, I don't know, like there's maybe a slow change in the people who are responsible for this stuff. Like there's only like a certain amount of time before people like kind of like not age out, but there's a little bit of a revolving door on employment, with these people. Like I feel like there's going to be a certain amount of time where it's like, hey, the people who were in charge aren't there anymore. It's kind of like what happened with Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like when the people that we were having issues with are no longer there. Like they've like completely like rotated out, so the people that are there now have no problem with us.
I mean, the thing is that people got to make money. Companies need to make money to stay afloat, to stay alive. Yes. So at some point, logic and sense has to fucking assert itself or the company dies. And nobody got a job then. You can rant and rave and tirade all you want, but, not having a job sucks.
Yep.
Not being able to pay your bills, Kind of hard to rant and rave when you can't afford electricity or food or any of that stuff.
Hey, if you don't like my books, don't watch. If you don't think I'm hot, don't watch my show. You know, don't read my books or whatever. It's just like...
And then people do it, what they asked, and then they're very surprised.
Yeah, like,
what? We gotta shut down.
A Jason Momoa movie out, but like Aquaman the book is fucking canceled? Like, how does that happen? Oh,
the book was fucking terrible
like,
anyway.
Just like, don't buy my book. But I mean, that would have been
well,
the time to start
that book
cashing in. If you're doing a fucking $20 million movie, fuck yeah, people are gonna be like, hey, what's up with Aquaman? Is there an Aquaman book out right now? You could have totally boosted, like, yeah, there's an Aquaman movie and a comic book tie-in.
Well, there's an Aquaman. There's a book with Aquaman's name on the cover, but it's not necessarily Aquaman that's the main character and protagonist of that book.
Yeah, who
I believe
cares
it was
now?
Mara at
I don't
that
know
point.
about you guys, but I don't care anymore. They've already chewed up my fucking care.
Yeah.
Like my give a fuck tank is empty. I used to go up there, holy shit, it's a new Star Wars movie. Oh, even a couple of games, right? I was like, oh my, like, holy shit, there's a new game coming out. Let's go wait in line. Midnight, you're getting the game. Midnight, you're gonna go see this movie, right?
Nope.
And
and
it went from that to oh, there's a new Thor on Disney Plus. The new Thor is on there. Oh, okay. Okay, do you want to watch it? Yeah, me neither. Right?
Oh,
so it, like,
dude.
Sits there. So it's like that, like desire.
Eli watched
like,
it, and she
want to
like
go see shit. It's like it's just not there anymore. Like you've chewed up my shit. Like you've already like fucked with me enough that like I'm not even that interested in seeing your stuff anymore. I'm not gonna see midnight showings. I'm just kind of over it.
I don't know if you heard this story, Matt. While I was up in Clemson, I was at the Zen Den talking to the dude behind the bar, and this dude that was like, "Yeah, when I started college in 2010 or graduated from high school in 2010," and I'm like, "Oh my god, you graduated from high school and started college a full decade after I graduated." But anyway, these are normies, right? These are normal people. These are normies that just go to movies and they watch stuff. And they grew up with it through the decade of the Marvel movies, the MCU movies, the good ones, right? Even they are recognizing that this shit is shit. Now they're not. None of the Star Wars movies, like, they went the entire length of it. It's just like it's all bad storytelling. They don't enjoy it. They're bored. It's formulaic. You know, and it's all jokey and there's nothing serious, and it's just even the normies are waking up to the fact that this shit is not good, and that's why the system is having such a piss poor reaction, and that's why Rotten Tomatoes is no longer, you know, a source for any kind of viable
they've been
information. I mean, it wasn't
shit a
really,
lot.
but you know.
Well, now they're
like
fudging
they don't
it too.
It. Like nobody
they've
mentions Comicsgate. Disney, you know, there's no, like, Disney is the hush word, right? You're not supposed to say that word. Yet they just spent millions of dollars on a She-Hulk show to say fuck you to us. Like, yeah, you know we're here, right? I mean, is that not a hello to them or a hello from them? I'm high, so just, am I making any sense? Am I making any sense? You know what I mean? Where it's like,
Matt's
we're doing stuff, we're talking about them, and they act like we're not, like they're not listening, and then suddenly they're doing She-Hulk with like and they're saying it's a giant fuck you to us.
Oh, I.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I don't believe them when they say it was a giant fuck you to us.
They're just trying to own
I don't
their
believe them
mistake.
when I say that was the plan from the beginning. I believe them when I say that all the in-jokes and that they were trying to goad this section of the fandom. I believe them when they say that. You know, that's why everything is written like shit. That's why, you know, it's all mean girls that never got out of high school or were, you know, picked on in high school that are now getting one over on the bullies. You can see it seeping into the script. You know, it's a mean girl bean flick. You know. So anyway, I believe them when they say that they made it that way at the end, but I don't believe that it was supposed to be that way from the beginning. I think they were so confident in their writing and so confident in their, storytelling ability that they were just going to wow everybody with the story. You know what would have wowed people is if you had stuck to the John Byrne She-Hulk. I know it would have burned your asses to have used a story written by a man on this girl power bean flick, but you know what? It would have made the fans a lot happier.
Bean flick.
Well, I mean, guys got their circle jerk.
I was like, why are they in the movie? Why are they write themselves in the movie? Like, how fucking bullshit is that?
Because they need to aggrandize themselves. They can't make a story otherwise.
She busted into the fucking writer's room. I was like, yeah. It was just a bunch of women.
When all you know is yourself, then that's what you write. If you don't know anything outside yourself, it is impossible to write anything else. My point of view, my perspective.
What's interesting, though, it's like, oh, we're the writers, we're the women of the show, but then she has to, go and see a robot who's actually doing all the writing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, the women aren't even writing it, it's some robot doing it. I don't know, it was just dumb. It's like too much fucking...
Well, they were trying to play off the meta thing, which is the fourth wall breaking thing, which is something that John Byrne did. But see, John Byrne did it with a deft hand, and he did it, mostly with tongue firmly planted in cheek. It was supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be light pokes and jabs. It's not supposed to be like getting one over on the trolls, because when you try to do that, you look like an asshole. Joseph Dredd says, leave your problems at the psychiatrist's office, not movies and TV shows. Agreed, good sir. Agreed.
We're sex positive. By fucking everybody that you can on the show? Like, what?
Fine. Be sex positive, but, actually have some substance to the character beyond the fucking sex positive. I mean, just because she likes to sleep around doesn't mean she's an emancipated woman.
Kim Cattrall with superpowers. That's what it felt like. It was just like... This chick was just slamming any dude that would be like, yeah, let's fuck. She would. Like, she didn't fuck her boss, and she didn't fuck, two of the other lawyers. But, yeah, she was banging away on some other dudes, though.
So, I mean, the thing that bothers me the most, usually, is that there is an absolute irreverence for the source material. Yeah. Because we are going to co-opt this thing and we are going to make it our own, we are going to inject our own story into it, we don't give a shit what has come before. We want the name. We want you to recognize the name. See this? It's a fucking skin they throw over whatever fucking story they want to say. So it breaks my heart to say this, but there is no reason to get excited about this shit because it is literally a skin mask with something you don't want underneath it. It breaks my heart to say that because I loved the first 10 years of the MCU, but after Endgame, everything is just going downhill.
Once Stan Lee died,
steadily.
When Stan Lee died, that was it.
So I'm looking over at the Fragtoberfest chat here, and he's saying he might just go to his bro's house and do the show from there. So we'll see. We still got 25 minutes, but they're saying, he posted in the chat over here, they're saying 8/16 to fix the problem with the internet over in his area. Anthony Perone, DMH is all righteous fury today. Love it. Well, this is the shit that I grew up with, man. This stuff means something to me, and it means something to everybody else that grew up with this stuff, And the thing that puzzles me the most is that growing up, going to the comic shop, it was always I was always trying to get my friends to find that cool thing in comics that I did. So it didn't matter who you were, what you looked like. Were you into comics? Are you curious about comics? Here, check out this comic. Comic books are fucking cool. They're fun to read. So it was always about bringing people in. It was always about sharing the cool stories, because there's a lot of fun fucking stories in comics. You know, this whole like, it's a boys' club. Yes, traditionally there's a lot of dudes that love, comics because, pew pew, guns, bang, superpowers, hey, flying around, adventures. But there were plenty of girls that were into these comics as well. And, I can think of, what's up, Jason? Welcome. Can't hear you if you said anything. But I can think of one woman in particular that still, to my knowledge, buys her comics from the comic shop and has been doing so for 30 plus years. Now, you going to tell me this woman didn't grow up reading comics too? Mm-hmm. Okay, so they've this false divide that they have tried to, I don't know, personify, I guess is the wrong term. They've tried to make it bigger than it actually is. They've tried to greaten the divide, widen it, and it's not actually there. It's bullshit, Now, granted, you can go into some comic shops and you're going to get the person behind the counter that is actually, and that's part of going to a comic shop sometimes. And then you'll get the comic shop dude from The Simpsons, and worst story ever. That's also part of going to a comic shop. You got to deal with people. You're going to find those assholes working at the Gap. You're going to find those assholes working, at Starbucks. It's a different kind of asshole. You got to deal with it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, no. Now we can hear you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Nope.
What's up, 80s maid? Good to see you. Comics always brings people together. This dumb statement that people aren't welcome is hot garbage. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it always has been. Yeah, Road to Perdition was a comic.
Get the fuck out of here.
Was indeed.
Well, what do you read? Remember as a kid
Right.
just being like, nah, man, get out of here. It was like, oh, yeah, these are the comic books I read. Do you read comics?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And turning other people on to different stories. I mean, I don't know. It was always a trip when you found somebody else that read comics, to find out what they were reading exactly, Because
like, what? You read what? You read Guardians of the Galaxy? Like, what the fuck?
What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that shit?
Mm-hmm. It's like, nah, you got to check this out, this story, and like this artwork. Yeah, man. And the cards. I don't know if you guys collected the cards like I used to.
Yeah, I did.
The Marvel cards? Fuck
yeah, the Marvel
dude.
cards.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, dude.
Of cards, man.
I still have binders back then, like binders and binders of my cards.
There's some good artwork on those.
Hell yeah,
Mine.
it's classic.
I'll be right back.
I lost all my cards, which sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it happens, man. I lost a lot of things. Like, I was at the shop just now and flipping through because I was picking up the Faust, and I was like, oh, you have She in here, because I saw he had number 1. I'm like, man, I lost my number 1. I can't find it to save my life. So I just rebought it. He's like, how do you lose them? I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like moving and stuff like that. It happens. Or I sold them years ago and I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff I need to go through and parse down. I'm usually the one that like ends up like my friends. They come across like a box of old comics. They're like, oh, we'll just drop these off at Luke's house.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, it's like okay, thank you.
That's
so
good,
I'm because they know that if it's not something that will fit in my collection, they know I will find a home for it, because I'm not just gonna pitch out books. It is not within me. I can't do it. So I will find a home for the books, and they know that. So.
Yeah, I got my sister's tattered up, like mangled She-Hulk books, like in a box. I still have them, man. I'm like,
reader copies, man.
Well, there's like burn stuff in there. I'm like, these are pretty cool.
Yep. Replicant says, "Yep, I collected the cards, and even my friends who didn't read comics got into the cards." Yes, same. Unfortunately, it led to one of my friends, quote friends, stealing my my holofoil Magneto card from the second X-Men set, and clipping the corners of it, saying that oh, this was mine, but the corners got messed up, so. I had to clip them off, but here you can have mine since you lost yours. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. This is also the same friend that stole my my X-Men wraparound cover, the deluxe edition, because of the poster on the inside, and ended up ripping it in half. But that's the one that I taped back together and then had Jim Lee sign at
Nice.
San Diego one year, I think in 2013. Yeah. He looked at me like I was fucking crazy pulling this book out and setting it in front of him. Like, you sure you want me to sign this piece of shit? It looks like it's about to fall apart. I was like, no. Let me tell you the story. So, yeah. What? I would have clipped his corners, right? Yeah, that was the last time that I hung out with that person. Yeah, the cover and yeah, it's just bullshit. Hate it when punks steal shit on you. You invited them into your house, exactly. Just because he wanted it, and he knew it was something that was important to me. It's fucking. Yeah. Metal Movies and Brewski says, I have a gang of Marvel masterpieces still. Joe Jusko is a beast. Yeah, he is, dude. I was going to actually get like a whole box, because that's what my dad and I would do. We'd get a whole box of cards, and we'd go through and we'd open them up and see if we could find them all. They'd give you a checklist and you see if you can find all the chase cards. And then you get your doubles together and you go to the card shop or the comic shop and you trade them in, see if you can get that whole set. I mean, I've got set upon set upon set back there because of that. So I was thinking, like, yeah, you know what? I'll grab a Marvel Masterpieces set for old time's sake. That fucking set was damn near $350 instead of like the 60 or 70 they used to be.
Did you
I was like, well, damn. So I just bought the book instead.
Did you get giveaway yet?
The hardcover. Did I get what?
Your giveaway, your 400 giveaway.
Have I done it yet? No, I haven't.
Curious.
No, I haven't. Actually, I need to pull that box out.
Yeah, I was gonna say here, dudes are like pulling guns on each other when the cards like come into Walmart, and they're like, because I guess it's a big thing right now. Like they're going for a lot of money, even like the new cards and stuff. So dudes are like, when the boxes get here, they're like buying Walmart out. They'll like be there waiting for the cards to come in. And like some dude pulled a gun on another dude to get the fucking, he wanted the cards. So
holy
just
shit.
crazy shit like that, man.
Hey, Luke, did you back in Glorious Rex?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I got a crap ton of it. If you
nice.
Did you?
This is kind of the month that Rotten Glory disappeared, so it's like two years now since he left.
Oh
Holy
man,
shit, man.
Yeah.
Did you back in Glorious Rex?
Nope.
I can send you one of these.
Cool.
I got apparently I backed more than I thought. Yeah. What? He's playing again?
He's here, but his sound is way down.
Or he's not at his desk. It's his microphone.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah. What's up, Matt? Welcome back.
What's up? I know Matt backed in Glorious Rex. I saw him do his unboxing.
Are you unboxing your shit right now?
Yeah, dude. I got like everything. Plus, apparently a double up. So I'm gonna send Inkspots one of these.
Cool. Right on.
I got the coin slot cover, I got the Roquefort cover, I got the Malin cover, I got the Davis cover, I got the cards. Dude, I got the whole shebang, man. Plus,
nice, dude.
Duplicates.
I got the coin slot cover and and the tier that had the Starlight Cats backup.
Oh, yeah.
I missed that one.
Oh, dude, you should have
told me. Sorry. I kind of figured my mom would dig that one. You know, if there was a comic book that my mom would dig, she might enjoy that one. You know, just because she loves cats. You know?
Dude, this Roquefort cover is so cool.
And I'm very curious myself.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's I gotta read. I'm gonna read Tropical Magic.
It's gonna make me miss my cats, though. I know it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, just quiet.
No, I mean I miss my cats too, dude. You know, I mean.
I know, man. I know. That's why I said quiet. I know.
But I like this. Is cool. You don't have to make it bigger. I get it was like that print, black and white print. It's pretty cool.
Oh, hang on. I want to see that one. No. Show that one. I want to see the black and white print.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yo, I got a boogie, guys.
I love Shane's line.
Later, Matt.
Later, Matt. See you on Fragtober, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
I don't know how many people. It's a Saturday, so sure everybody's going to be jumping into Frega's.
I mean, whatever, man. We've been waiting for this all day. This is before the boom.
Well,
got to jump into the boom.
He actually was about to go live. I was like, I just woke up, but apparently he's.
Did he go live or?
No, he was saying that he might have to. He was saying in the chat over here, he might have to go over to his brother's.
Oh.
Well, he just posted a thing. He's live in 30 minutes. I was like,
does his brother? Is it his brother-in-law or is his actual brother live there?
No, it's his actual brother, Dave.
Yeah, his brother.
Why?
Yeah.
David lived there.
Yeah.
Why did David move there?
David's cool, man. I had a blast hanging out with him and Fraga. They're a fucking trip together, man. They're funny.
How long has Droid been living there?
Few months now, I think. He and his wife had just recently moved there when I was up there visiting.
He's the
the
one
first
that's the
time.
photographer, right?
I think so.
One
I
of
know
his
that
brothers
he's
is a good photographer.
know that he's I think currently in the military or something like that.
Okay, maybe it's not that one. It's not that one.
What is that noise? Was that beeping?
It sounded like a microwave.
Yeah,
Okay, that's okay. I'm just making sure there wasn't something in my house.
I was making grilled cheeses in the microwave.
That's disgusting.
It is pretty.
Candy corn and microwave grilled cheese. Oh my god, dude, your poor stomach.
These are the secrets to the art
Oh.
behind Plegel. He's got popcorn too.
Oh,
Popcorn, grilled cheese, and candy corn.
Microwave grilled cheese, though. Oh,
And I got a cold monster.
that's like soggy ass. Ugh, yum. Soggy ass cheese.
you don't know what you're talking about, all right?
fuck.
Soggy grilled cheese bread. Nasty.
Crazy.
That's crazy, man.
You're so crazy.
Right.
He's so crazy.
So crazy. That motherfucker crazy.
So crazy.
Let's see.
Oh. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
That's okay.
Oops.
Those are just Inkspots as copies. That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I usually leave everything in a pile and I just read it and then when I'm done, like if I've read it like 20 times, then I finally put it in a bag and board and put it away. So,
Well, they're pre-bagged and boarded.
alright, cool.
Nobody cares what he thinks. He's talking trash on my fucking grilled cheeses, for fuck's sake.
All right, do you want me to like lick each page of those Inglorious Rexes?
So that I can sniff your saliva.
Yeah, we can sniff my scent.
Jesus.
Yes.
Sounds like magic fuel, says Old Dirty Fatty.
Let's go, Old Dirty Fatty.
Fast Master Sand says, is Plagel's Davis coronary dad's illegitimate son? Oh, is Plegel Davis's carny dad's illegitimate son? Oh, okay. Yeah, so you got it. Wow. There's a lot packed into that sentence there, Past Master Dan. There's a lot to go through there. In like 12 minutes. Well, I hope so. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So, I guess I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, guys, so we can all head over to Defrag Boom. And yeah, I'm going to drop that link because if we're going to be drawing traditionally, I need to go back there, not out here. So, yeah. Because I'm in the library. Need to be elsewhere. So, all right. I'll warm the bowl up. All right, everybody. Hit that link, and you will likely see all of us there very soon. And we will talk to you later.